Oh, to my Virgos. Sondra from For Your Chi. Welcome to your May of 2025 reading. This is going to be interesting. This is fun. I'm using a fun oracle deck. I haven't used this in many, many moons. The Wisdom of the Avalon from Kleppner and Reed. And then in the extended, I've got the Journey of Love deck that we're going to be pulling from in the 7th house. When we get to your extended reading, it'll be on tier 2 or tier 3, or you can just buy the video. But here is the good news. The month of May starts out the first couple of days with, guess what? Money. Money. Extra money coming to you in the first couple of days. This could be an extra bonus. This could be a little money lottery win that's a surprise but helpful at the same time. This could pay off a monthly bill that you have. And on top of that, the wealth card. Well, howdy do. Excellent work the first couple of days. You all are going to take the trophy for the first house this month, it looks like. Now, your money house, however, you have deception and envy. And look at this. The Lady of the Lake. Now, the bottom of this card, or after the Lady of the Lake, it says absolute truth, courage, self-respect, and responsibility. It's the number 8. Now, doesn't this, she looks like a Virgo, doesn't she? She looks like a Virgo. She has a sword. Watch out with the deception and envy card of someone who's bullshitting you about some money. Now, this is usually someone that calls or knocks on your door or something. This could be a person that approaches you in public, which is so nerve-wracking, right? And they have some ridiculous sob story. 90% of the time, it's bullshit. 10% of the time, things happen. But this person is not telling you the truth, and they're going to give you some stupid excuse of why you should give them money, or why you should loan them money, or why they need money from you, or why they need to borrow your car. It's absolute bullshit in this instance. And the Lady of the Lake is here appearing as this Virgo with her sword to say, you know what? Draw your boundaries. This could be like the Queen of Swords, speaking your truth. Have this enough self-respect to tell this person no. Move on with their day. They're not getting shit from you. This is not your circus. This is not your monkey. They need to figure this out. This could also be someone who is trying to fuck you over on a bill. And that could be like the person that like if this is a repair bill, it could be someone that's trying to bullshit you into getting you to spend more money than you actually have to spend to repair it. This could also be like a company that's billing you extra that you don't owe. So watch out for that, okay? Also, be very careful and go through all of your credit card statements and your monthly recurring charges. There could be something that's wrong there that needs to be corrected and fixed, and you need a credit as a result of it. And a credit for your wasted time, because time is money. I'm sort of being a Karen here, sorry. Your 3rd house. But I know you get it. Because I know the Virgos don't want to spend more than they have to spend. Because then you're going to have to add that to your spreadsheet. And that's going to be a double whammy. Your 3rd house, your brother or sister, they're trying to figure out what to do next with their life. They could actually be at a crossroads. Some of them may have just had a major life change, and I see someone going, like, what do they do next? Really? Because they've done this thing for 30 years, 40 years, a very long time. The eagle is here, okay? So whenever I see the eagle, I always talk about the eagle, you know, how the eagle soars higher than all of the birds. And they talk about an eagle eyes view, and they do that to get the big picture. And they have this vision that no other bird has, right? Laser focused vision. The eagle is also here to bring a message to them from beyond. So this could be a message that comes to your brother or sister from a deceased loved one. Someone could have just lost their spouse or their partner or their parent. I hope it's not a child, but it could be. And they receive this communication in a dream or in some sort of vision. They could also be booking an appointment with a medium to talk to this recently deceased loved one. And that is a good thing. Your fourth house, your house of home where you currently live. This could also be talking about your father if this is not talking about your home. Now that's the karma card in the fourth house. So that means big news is coming with regard to where you live. If you're planning on moving or you're trying to sell your house or you're trying to buy a new house, this is a good thing. If you don't have any plans to move, or if your father does not have anything significant happening in this life this month, sometimes the karma card can be not so good in your fourth house because the karma aspect will move you even if you don't want to move, right? Now, this is only true for those of you that have known that you need to move and you have done nothing about it. Then the universe could possibly slap you over the head with a 2x4. And we don't want that. So if you've been getting the message to move, please make the arrangements as soon as possible. If the handwriting has been on the wall and it just keeps getting louder and louder and brighter, this is not going to fix itself. You need to actually do something about it. Whoops. Perception. Do I like this card? I'm getting a feeling of like, ugh. You know what I mean? Shine a bigger, brighter light on the situation. The good news is if you've been in your house for a while, you're going to have some equity. And you're going to have some equity that you can trade in. But for those of you that are moving too, this is going to be about looking at the new property for what it really is. Not for the price. Not because it's the cheapest thing that you can get, because that's not going to sustain your energy in the long term. And we know that. We really know it. You need to be, and you're sensitive. So you need to be in a certain place with certain energy. You can't be in the house that's immediately across from the graveyard because that's going to be too weird. It just is. And you're like, well, Sondra, I'd like to visit the graveyard. Well, I understand, but not every graveyard is 100% cool, and you don't want to live in there. Not a good idea. Trust me on that one. I've had clients that wish they weren't across from the graveyard or next door to it. Your fifth house, social circle, fun, friends. Well, you have hope that it's going to get better there. This could also be a younger child that has hope that their life is about to get better. Interesting. The spider talks about creative projects, okay? So you could also be attending a gathering, or some of you could actually be hosting it in some form. Where the group gets together and they like paint a picture, or they create something. I'm seeing like a crochet circle or something like this. This could be quilting. This could be anything where you do artwork out and about. You could also be attending, like going to an art gallery or an art show with this combo here. Your 6th house, work and health, triumph, Knight of Swords energy. Okay, fast moving action energy toward, excuse me. That candle is choking me up even though I already blew it out. Fast moving energy towards a job, towards fixing something at your job that could be fucked up. The other thing is you might have to take some action swiftly to correct a health problem. If you have any symptoms whatsoever, seek medical attention immediately. Do not wait. Things may have to be addressed in an urgent manner. The Wasp, oh my goodness, anger, retaliation, and jealousy. Now, 2 things. If this is related to work, you are obviously confronting someone here one-on-one, and that is the fast-moving action that needs to happen. Nipping this in the bud, I'm hearing. Go directly to the person that has the problem and talk it out with them. If you can't talk it out, write them a letter. If you can't write them a letter, obviously you're going to have to get a third party involved. It might even have to be a supervisor. Now, if this is... I've got 2 more things here, sorry. If this is related to your health, you might attempt to seek medical attention and then encounter a nurse or a doctor who is not listening or who is nasty, who has a nasty attitude. If that is the case, please go somewhere else immediately where they will take you seriously and you can get the attention that the medical attention that you need. Okay. Some of you may be forced to stay there because there is no other facility in that area, or there's no other facility around. And you'll have to get what you can get there, and then if they don't take care of you, you'll have to go back another day or go somewhere else. And hopefully the staff will be better that day. Now there's a third thing. Someone out there may actually be allergic to a bee or a wasp or some kind of flying insect. And that, if that's the case, please make sure you're carrying your EpiPen and you have your Benadryl on you at all times. Don't forget it. Throw it in a bag, throw it in your purse, keep it in the vehicle with you. If you're riding with someone else, grab it out of the vehicle or, get an extra set, something, because that could be a serious event that cannot be ignored, obviously. All right. Who's around you in your 7th house of primary? Oh, I already pulled them. Primary relationships as far as zodiac signs are concerned. You pulled the Lovers. There's a Gemini here. I feel like that's new. I don't think there's usually a Gemini here with you. But you also pulled the World. That's all 12 signs of the zodiac. And we have a sign of a water side of a water side here. Water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. If you want to follow me in the extended, the link is below. We're going to be going over your 7 through 12 houses. Apparently, I'm in a motor mouth type of mood, so there's no telling how long I'm going to talk and tell my stories and whatnot. I just can't seem to get around that today. I have a lot of wordy words. All right, thanks so much for being here with me, Virgo. If you want a reading, I will put my booking link below. Many blessings. Take care.